Hi, everybody. It's Cynthia, and I'm back with another 5 shows. And in honor of Man from U.N.C.L.E. coming out in the movies, I am going to give you my 5 60s spy shows in 5 minutes. We're going to start with the bottom of the list, which is number 5, and that is The Girl from U.N.C.L.E. This U.N.C.L.E. spinoff starred Stephanie Powers and Noel Harrison. It was just like Man from U.N.C.L.E., only sillier and with better clothing. Stephanie Powers had the cutest outfits, and I don't remember it being like this at the time when I was young, but watching it now, for a spy, she's kind of helpless, and that bothered me a little bit. She gets into an awful lot of scrapes in that she shouldn't. But Noel Harrison's really cute. So, hey, Girl from U.N.C.L.E. is number 5 on my list. Number 4 is Man from U.N.C.L.E., the original that, of course, spawned the spinoff. Robert Vaughn and David McCallum starred in this James Bond for TV series about American spies traveling around the world to keep us all safe from evil scientists and maniacal despots. It was a slightly campy show that got campier as it went on. And of course, it turned both of the actors into teen idols. They were on the cover of every magazine, and they really kind of defined what spies were going to be on television. As I said, the show did get a little campier as it went along, and honestly, I like those episodes better. I know the purists prefer the early ones that are a little bit more serious. I like the funny ones. Number 3 on the list, and I'm ahead of myself, The Avengers, not to be confused with The Avengers. I'm talking about the British TV series that starred Patrick Macnee and Diana Rigg and a couple of other lovely ladies. These pair of agents were tasked with investigating the craziest crimes, all of which took place in the UK. So maybe they can't really be called spies, because it seems like to be a spy drama, you have to function outside of the US, like Man from U.N.C.L.E., which went everywhere in the world without ever actually leaving California. But the Avengers certainly weren't cops, so at the very least, we have to call them secret agents. And they investigated things like giant teddy bear attacks and killer robots. It's really a far out TV show, but it's far out in a really cool 60s Tim Burton-y kind of way. So it's a lot of fun. But if you come in late to the show, you're probably going to wonder, the heck is this show all about? And again, cool clothes. Diana Rigg was probably the best female spy. Sorry, Stephanie Powers, Girl from U.N.C.L.E. I think Diana Rigg takes it. Moving on, number 2 on my list of 60 spy shows is Mission Impossible. This was a far out show in a whole different way. Peter Graves, mostly, and his team devised and carried off the most elaborate cons ever conceived, and all in the name of keeping the world safe for democracy. I mean, the only real serious series in the bunch. Yeah, that's true, because most of the other spy shows, well, they had a little bit of a sense of humor going to them. And believe me, there was no humor in Mission Impossible. But that's okay. They wowed us with really detailed plots and split-second timing and near misses, which sometimes were actually part of the plan, but you didn't know that. Barbara Bain and Martin Landau starred in the first few seasons. Very cool duo. And then later on, we got Leonard Nimoy came into the show. Sam Elliott, my favorite, is Dr. Doug. Leslie Ann Warren, Linda Day George. Lots of different people in the cast, but it was always super. And once again, I kind of prefer the little bit later episodes, the little trendier, bring it home crime episodes, which makes a little less spy and a little more crime. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. My number 1 spy series, again, you could fight with me about it being a spy show, but I'm calling it that, is Wild Wild West. Again, spies usually work outside the US. This pair of Secret Service agents were tasked with ridding the West of villainous brainiacs who were looking to take down or take over the U.S. government. And I call it a spy show because the guys often went undercover. They used their requisite gadgets that are always a big part of any good spy show. And they did it with steampunk style before steampunk was even a thing, or, well, even a big thing. And that's what makes it so cool. Robert Conrad, Ross Martin, hey, these guys have to be my all-time favorite TV spy action heroes. I love them so much. So that's it. I did it. 5 60s spy shows in under 5 minutes. Those are my favorites. Leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite spy shows are. If you don't have any favorite 60s spy shows, tell me what your favorite spy shows are from the 70s, 80s, 90s, or now. I'll take them all and I want to know what you think. That's it from me. I'm going to see you back here next week where we're going to talk about let's just say it's related to a classic universal monster. That's coming up Sunday with the Plan with Me, and then my next 5 and 5. See you then.